All right, the New York Knicks. I'm pumping out so many videos lately. It's just like my mouth feels like it's gonna fall off. New York Knicks. Yeah, I know they lost 107 to 121, but I want to first talk about my man Emmanuel quickly. I'm right now staying at my parents' place. Well, my mother's place. Parents separated, and my dad lives 15 minutes away from Bel Air, and that's where Emmanuel quickly went to high school. John Carroll. So got to see him play a lot. So man, I know he didn't. He only played 12 minutes, but ooh, he was exciting. He had a couple good passes that I really liked. I know a few of them led to pass to an assist, like his pass led to an assist, and then he only scored 5 points. He had a 3-pointer that was really exciting, and he had an assist that was also really exciting. But it's defense. He is always putting his face, his nose into people's business. He's disrupting passing lanes, even if it doesn't end up in a steal. He's getting in the way of people like being able to get into comfortable positions, just contesting everything. He's very good defensive consistency, and he doesn't seem like he has hella defensive laps. And you can tell Tom Thibodeau likes him and is starting to trust him. And I think that's something really, really good for the New York Knicks. And I think they really might have found the point guard of the future. Everyone was like, it was a reach. They just took somebody way too high with the 25th pick of the draft, but no. This guy is quick, and it's not even like he's like an elite athlete quick. He's just like nimble. He knows how to get there. He's like agile. I feel like this is something. He's the quick that doesn't show up in tests. Like Alvin Kamara. Like in the NFL, Alvin Kamara wouldn't be considered like the quickest guy in the NFL, but when he plays, he's the quickest guy, and that's how Emmanuel quickly is. Literally, he's good for his name, and it's just great to see that. And he's a phenomenal player. So regardless of that, the Knicks have a great player. So if we just talk about the rest of the, I love Julius Randle. I think first off, the Kentucky Knicks, Julius Randle is just such an underrated player, and he's phenomenal. Look, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and 17 boards. I was watching this game, and it just like I know his stats don't. He basically had a triple double, and he just dominated when it felt like when he could be on the floor. There's spurs where he was dominant. And I don't know if like he would be a better player with like being in a different system where it was around him, or if he was on a winning team, if he would be hyped up more. But I think he's a borderline all-star player, or even an all-star. I say that with the utmost confidence. I want to hear that from New York Knicks fans. Is your man Julius Randle an all-star? I feel like he's deserving. He's a guy who's probably going to average a double-double this year with probably like close to 20 points and 10 rebounds a game. I can so see that. And defensively, I feel like he's getting better every year, trying more and more. And he's a guy who I feel like has just kind of been in the back burner due to the fact that he's always been he's been on multiple teams already, and he was always dangled as trade bait for years. And now that he's in New York, I think he can find himself a home there that he very much likes and he very much deserves, in my opinion, just because he's a phenomenal player, and again, borderline all-star. He's probably the best player right now, pound per pound on the team. He's not the guy who's the most potential, but he's the best player on their team right now. Reggie Bullock, great three-point shooter. He's a really good 3-and-D guy. Obviously, he's not the best D guy, but he's an adequate D guy. When he puts his mind to it, he can do stuff there, and it's not bad. It's something you appreciate seeing from time to time. So he's a really good player, and I appreciate watching him all the time. So I think he's a guy that they want to keep, and we'll see more and more of him as the season progresses. Mitchell Robinson, quiet game, 6 rebounds and 3 points only. So we really expected him to be better, play better, but he was just quiet. He really didn't do anything. So it makes you think, is he really as good as he is, or was he just had one season? I think it's just one bad game, and we'll see more and more from the year of him getting better. I just think it's him just figuring out Tom Thibodeau's system and how to move around in the scheme, and I think that'll just disappear as time progresses. And it's really just one game. I really just want to say it's one game. I don't want to act like I'm overreacting. RJ Barrett, though, that's the man we got to talk about. 26 points. I think RJ Barrett is going to be the man. He is going to literally lead this team in scoring this year. Everyone thought he was kind of a bust. Everyone thought he wasn't that good. But RJ Barrett, man, oh man, this guy is good, and he is here to stay. I really do think that this is a guy who's going to put the league on notice, tell him, like, y'all just slept on me. Look what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's really what I think he's gonna do. I think he's gonna be a guy who is close to a 20-point scorer or is a 20-point scorer per game this year, without a doubt. That's going to be RJ Barrett. And he's going to be playing a small forward role more this year, which is fine, which I think he wants you to do. So that'll be really awesome to see RJ Barrett just put the league on notice, Tom. I'm here. Look, he also almost had a triple-double. Well, if you don't count, he's 5 assists from 10, so he was at 5 assists. And he had 8 rebounds, but this team was really, that's one thing I also want to say. Mitchell Robinson didn't really have to rebound this game, and that's why his rebounding totals were low. So RJ Barrett, him and Terry Rozier both had huge nights. Two guys that I didn't expect, but I'm telling you, just after watching this game, RJ Barrett is ready to put the league on notice and say, I am here to stay, and I am going to be the man for this team. So I think that one's going to be a really interesting one for this team. He's just going to keep getting better. Obi Toppin sucked, in my opinion. I really don't like Obi Toppin, and I think he looked really bad in his first game. Not really bad, but he just looked like a poor man's version of Amari Stoudemire. Amari Stoudemire is a great player, but he did not look good at all. I really wish he played better. I wish he did more. Kevin Knox is a guy who I watched, and I was like, yes, he was doing stuff on defense. He was trying on defense, and it was awesome. You're like, yes, you are the man. You are starting to play. He's being that 3-and-D threat that we thought. Yeah, he scored 4 points and had 3 rebounds, but he was disrupting lanes. He was making plays on defense that aren't going to pop up on the stat sheet. And I really think he's going to be a guy who's going to be a really good player for this team and somebody to watch out for. So that's just my take on him. I think he's got somebody you guys need to watch out for, and he's going to really help the New York Knicks get back to the promised land if he continues to develop his way that I think he's going to develop. So that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys do not know this, this is where I get to the 7-minute marker. I just start to ramble. If you made it to the end of the video, you're part of the end of the video gang. So comment down below. End of the video gang. You guys are the most important people. If you guys do not know, or if you are regulars, you know that I make always videos to 8 minutes because that's how YouTube gives you that sweet revenue. So I want to hear your guys' opinions down below. What do you guys think? And what do you guys think of this New York Knicks teams? I think they could maybe squeak into the playoffs if they keep going under Tom Thibodeau's tutelage. I know they lost, but hey, it's just one game. So that's the video, guys. I hope you guys do have a great day, because I know I will. Until next time, guys. Peace out.